breeze, but sunny. And the wind in from right at 9 miles per hour. Red Sox about to take off for St. Louis and Minnesota. And that trip begins right after this game is finished. Red Sox trying again to win their first series. And up against one of the best teams in baseball.
Well, 0-2 in rubber matches. Got to win a series. Got to start there. Sitting there 3-8. The only way to do it is kind of continue to go 2-1. Maybe mixing a sweep here and there. But it starts here today by taking this last game in this homestand and getting on that road trip.
And Lexington's own Sal Frelick will lead things off against Sonny Gray, who got the win in the home opener against San Diego, 5-2. Really good over 6 innings. Crochet really good last night. At the end may have worn down a little bit, but you give the ball to him, you love your chances. And the first one from Gray. We are underway on ball 1.
Well, big part right here, strike 1 from Sonny Gray. 17 first pitch strikes in that last outing against the Padres. Only had 22 batters faced, so get strike 1 there, then use that spin and expand.
Line shot to right. He jumps on that, and it's going to be a fair ball. And that's going to take a hop off into the crowd, so it's going to be 2 bases for Frelick right away. He hits a double. I was about to say they've been missing Bryce Terang, their usual leadoff guy's been out with an ankle.
Yeah, you know, last night we were wondering, right, because there was opportunities maybe for Terang to come into this game, but he's out of this lineup again. Yelich is back in there. No Contreras, but Frelick continues to hit the ball well against the Red Sox.
He's a good little player. Garrett Mitchell here hitting .333. 13 runs batted in already. He has been their top RBI guy. Sonny Gray very familiar with the Milwaukee Brewers. This is his 21st start against them. That's the most he's had against anybody in his career. 5-6 with a .352 ERA. And the 36-year-old delivers, and it's fouled away 1-2.
Only a couple of starts in, but as we saw with him throughout last year too, there's only 3 right-handed hitters in this lineup, and Renifro's a switch. Right-handers is where he's kind of given up a lot of his damage that he's done early in this year in just 2 starts. And that curveball becomes a big play against some of these lefties.
Play on, but no tag down. Frelick back in. He can really run. And he's a heck of a good outfielder. Mitchell 1 for 3 with a triple against Gray in his career. 1 gone.
We mentioned that swing and miss. This guy, the sweeper and the curveball, gets a ton of it. Maybe not as much as he's had in previous years. A lot of that to do with that game 1. Wasn't a ton of swing and miss, but you can just see the breaking ball and the bite on both those pitches.
Yelich to climb in. First inning is presented by Samuel Adams. He's hitting .385. Little tapper to first base. That'll be out number 2 as Frelick will advance down to third. And then Bowers, the first baseman, in next. He's a .206 hitter with a couple of home runs. Another lefty. However, he is 6 for 16 against Gray. That's .375 with a home run. Man at third, 2 out, just getting started today. And in there for a strike. Toronto again playing the Dodgers. Blue Jays are 4-7.
Yeah, you look around the league, and this is kind of everybody. I mean, Tampa's in second place, tied with Baltimore at 5-6. I mean, look around. Everyone's 5-6, 6-5, 4-7. You got to get going here, but 3-8. Yeah, the Yankees are doing what they're doing. That's about it in the American League.
Blue Jays have lost 6 in a row. Dodgers are the Dodgers. They're 9-2. 1-2 on Bowers. Sonny did not walk anybody Against San Diego in 6 innings, only 4 hits, 87 pitches. And as Lou mentioned, he was a machine with strike one all through that start. Here's the 1-2. Just a little bit down.
Looks like a good bite in that curveball and sweeper tonight. Yeah, that first game against Cincy just really felt like he didn't have his spin. You see it just down. Got 8 strikeouts now, 9 in the year, and 10 plus innings.
And a 2-2 to the first baseman. Chopped to first base. Contreras will handle that. Underhand toss, and that's it. They'll strand that man at third. And the Red Sox coming up here in the series finale. Next lineup today brought to you by Plymouth Rock. Facing the left-hander Shane Drowan, making his major league debut. Anthony Monasterio and Contreras, and then Abreu, Story and Durbin. Narvaez catching. Cedon in center. Connor Falefa at second.
Brewers starting pitcher presented by WB Mason. Former Red Sox prospect Shane Drowan, 27 years old. See his numbers this year in AAA Nashville for the Brewers. This is his arsenal. That 4-seam fastball being that 93, 94 range. Good sinker, cutter, curveball, slider. That changeup used to be his money pitch when he was over here.
Facing Roman Anthony, and he delivers ball 1. Family is in the house as well. Probably all dreamed of him making a start at Fenway Park, but maybe not in a Brewers uniform. Just up from AAA Nashville, the 1-0. And the ball.
We get the whole trade pretty much up here, right? Harrison's in this rotation. We've seen Hamilton all week. There's Drowan. Monasterio's in there at short. Durbin's at third. A lot of players swapping sides.
2-0. Got to be plenty of nerves there as he goes to ball 3.
Yeah, Drowan was. This is that trade. The only future considerations. He's the only one not playing in this game. And Siegler down in AAA. A lot of players involved in that one.
The lefty is 27 years old. A 3-0 pitch. Automatic strike there. He was on the Red Sox 40-man roster.
Yeah, he's one of the great pitching prospects at one point. The #1 guy back in 2023. Lightened up AA, went up to AAA, and really struggled.
Bounding ball up the middle. Backhander by Hamilton. Low throw and dug out by Bowers for out #1.
Check out the Brewers defense. Luis Rengifo, he'll be back at third base. Ortiz and Hamilton will be up the middle. Jake Bowers, he's at first base. The outfield left to right. Lockridge, Mitchell, and Frelick. And Gary Sanchez behind the plate.
And a former Brewer, Monasterio in 125 without a home run. And Contreras on deck.
Yeah, Drowan struggled when he went up to AAA. He was getting hit, wasn't striking guys out, walking guys. They left him unprotected. The White Sox took him that winter in the Rule 5 draft. Then he got hurt. He was on the IL for a while. They actually returned him to the Red Sox. It's just been a ton of injuries. Missed 3 months last year in this organization with forearm tightness.
And when he did pitch, he threw the ball very well.
Yeah.
At High A Greenville and with the Woo Sox at AAA, where he went 5-2 with an ERA of 3 in 54 innings. Raised in West Palm Beach, Florida. He's also a high school quarterback. Here comes the 3-0. And ball 4, so the Red Sox have a man on with a man out. Monasterio to take his base.
Monasterio getting the start here today. Trevor in that DH spot. He and IKF up the middle, so a little different look in the middle of this infield. Haven't seen that combo yet. Not a burner.
Contreras at 250 with a couple of home runs. We showed you the numbers on how often he's reaching base on this homestand. He's had a big series against these guys as he takes ball 1.
545 on base percentage here just in this homestand. A couple of home runs. Getting on base with those 5 walks, and of course getting hit by a pitch. Game 1 here.
The lefty with a 1-0. And backside of the way. Now he gets hit by a lot of pitches. It's not just the Milwaukee Brewers.
Yeah.
He gets hit a lot. He was among the league leaders last year, 23.
Well, you can see where he is in the box, pretty standard, but then he really dives. That body kind of falls over the plate like he is diving in. So A lot of pitchers, they want to work him in. There's a lot of sinkers down and in, and he gets clipped.
Cross for a strike. In fact, he and Durbin get drilled a lot. So 131.
Something tells me he's going to move up that list.
Especially if he keeps facing Milwaukee. High fly ball right center field up into the sunshine for Mitchell. And Monasterio back to first. Out number 2. Abreu next. Drowan's dad, Bill, was a professional pitcher. Pitched for a little while in the low minors for the Kansas City Royals back in the late 1980s. Willier, 372, 3 home runs. He's driven in 8. You mentioned Trevor's Story last night, playing shortstop. That play he made late in the game, very difficult play and a hugely important play, because if that gets through, I don't know if the Red Sox win that game.
Oh, it would have been 4-3 at the time.
1-0, and a little flare out to center field, backing out to make the play, Ortiz, and that'll retire the side. Red Sox get a base runner.
Sox and Brewers still scoreless in this frame, and guys, all of a sudden the Red Sox great pitching depth getting tested. The Sox today placing Justin Slayton on the 15-day injured list with a right oblique strain. Tyler Samaniego is up for him. Slayton really disappointed. He's had several years now, if you recall, of dealing with IL stints. He's cautiously optimistic of that, but right now he feels like he's going to take the 15 days rest. Hopefully at the end of it he'll be able to return. And Johan Oviedo is back from his visit in Texas with Dr. Keith Meister. The news there, not so great. He'll be on the shelf for 6 weeks with a flexor strain. Alex Cora says he'll get his treatment for now, go back and see the doctor, and then go from there. I guess, guys, the only positive sign out of that, it won't require any surgery right now for him.
Yeah, that's good news, but you could see with that velocity dip in Houston there was trouble.
Well, he was trying to let it go too at times. He's like, it's still coming out 91, 92, and again, last year that fastball was 95.5, so you're touching 97 at times. He just couldn't let it rip.
Rengifo the hitter, and after Sanchez hits a little bounder back to the hill.
Yeah, Slayton's the one, right? That high leverage late. Last night we even said it. Like, you're wondering, you haven't seen Slayton in this game. Remember, it was Kelly and Whitlock.
Yep.
Whitlock going back-to-back nights after 27 the previous. Now you get your answer.
2-0 right through there on Rengifo, 188 hitter, no home runs.
It's one of the things late in games we get here all the time. This guy comes in, that guy comes in. People are all upset. You never know what is going on in a big league clubhouse. Guy might show up unable to go.
Tap foul.
It's constant communication. They have all the strength tests and you name it, but there was a little side tightness. They wanted to keep him away from that game. He woke up this morning, just didn't respond the way they wanted to. They put him on the IL. And they call up Samaniego, who looked really impressive. Came over with Oviedo in that trade. In spring training, looked good on the left side.
27 years old. Big guy too, 6'4", about 220. 3-2 on Rengifo. Red Sox trying to finally win a series here today before taking off for St. Louis. Here's the 3-2, fouled off.
Yeah, Sonny, 12:30 today he came out of the dugout and went to the bullpen. 1 hour before the game. I don't think I've ever seen that.
Really unusual.
Just sat out there for a few minutes, walked out in the field a little bit, hung around. Usually what, 30-35 minutes they go out before the game.
Yeah. Softly hit. Contreras will flip on to get him. Gray, a very good guy getting over to first base. Does not fall asleep, and that's going to be 2 down.
Keeping Contreras busy. There's 3 ground balls over there. Mentioned a heavy lefty lineup. He's been throwing more sinkers last couple of outings, even towards the end of camp, but that had more to do with right-handed dominant lineups. This is more lefties, so expect that 4-seam cutter. Like a big curveball sweeper game.
Lockridge, who's playing left field today for Pat Murphy, hitting .308. with the bases empty. And he'll take ball one. Braves are in Anaheim again. That could get lively for the second consecutive game. They had a brawl last night. Into center field, dropping. It'll fall down for a base hit. So Lockridge is on with the second hit off of Sonny Gray today.
Yeah, that was a wild one. Oof. Jorge Soler of the Angels facing Rodrigo Lopez of the Braves, and he's absolutely crushed him in his career. The numbers are ridiculous. He got a home run his first at bat, got drilled the second at bat, and that was his third at bat. So the play continues on the second base. Soler still staring out there. Then had a few words. Rodrigo Lopez put his hands up like, come on out, and he did. Now, nobody really lands some punches here. We're going to break down this fight. But it's two big boys swinging.
Yeah, so there's big guy. Lopez still had the baseball in his hand. Anthony battling the sun on the fly. He'll make the play. One hit, one man left. Still nothing.
4-3. That play right there saved that game.
Yeah, and today's feeling a lot different. So Trevor moving into that 5 spot has 4 RBIs in 2 games. And 6 for the year. He'll be followed by Durbin and then Narvaez. No score here in the bottom of the second. Shane Drone his major league debut. And over everybody with a little 4-seamer.
No ABS needed on that.
No.
You can see how relaxed he was after that big double. That beautiful play in the hole. And then his last at bat, a very positive. He lines out to right field. Something he's been trying to get to here now for what, 9, 10, 11 games.
A worm killer to Rengifo. Gun over to get him. 1 down. Durbin will be next as we check out today's home run odds presented by FanDuel. And he's looking for his first home run cut.
Still seemed light. Tough to hit a homer.
And the lefty's first one. What? Pumped in there for a strike. Hey, great to see James Taylor in the house.
How sweet it is.
Awesome. Seen him at Tanglewood, at Fenway, down in Florida as well. Big Red Sox fan all his life.
Seen him here a few times.
Yeah. Just a magnificent talent. The 1-1. Up in Tom Werner's box up there.
Got some connections in that box up there right now.
1 man away, and flick foul back out of play. Narvaez on deck. Red Sox at 3-8 at the moment, 5.5 behind the Yankees, who are 8-2. Yankees playing the A's again tonight. And a 2-2 home. High and tight.
Caleb been looking a little bit better here at home, kind of back into that routine, kind of who he is, getting deep in the counts, using the whole middle of the field.
Swing and a miss, tied him up with a cutter and struck him out. And his first big league strikeout, Shane Drone.
It's a good cutter there by Drone.
And we'll send up Carlos Narvaez, 273. Skidding a little bit as of late. Back to that strikeout.
A good location. This is, you know, again, a guy in Durbin has struck out 9.9% of the time. It's good for 5th best in all of baseball. It's his 7th in the year. Just kind of settling in here this first week and a half.
Cedar Rafaela would follow him. Bases are clean and fouled off. Red Sox drafted Drone out of Florida State 2020 in the 5th round.
It was COVID year. It was only 5 rounds.
Yeah,
that year. Still feels weird.
Try to put that out of our minds. Those were bizarre times for everybody. Swung on and missed. 1-2. Fastball 94.
You look back at that time, how weird. You had cardboard cutout fans in the seats. Like, what are we doing?
We were pumping in crowd noise.
Crazy.
To try and make it sound more normal. How strange was that? 1-2. Luke foul back out of play. It's a day off for the Sox tomorrow, by the way. Connolly early will go on Friday against the Cardinals. Ranger Suarez trying to pull it together. He'll go on Saturday and Bayo on Sunday. That'll miss. 2-2.
Conley goes up against Dustin May.
Yeah.
Just seeing all these people, aren't we, in the first week of the season?
May 0-2 with a 15.95 ERA off to a rocky start. And another good take. 3-2. So all filled up with 2 down. Red Sox looking for that first hit. Won't get it here. Cut on and miss, strike 3. 2 strikeouts in the inning for the young lefty. Good solid player.
Yeah, it's like the annoying number though. You just can't seem to put it all together. But I'm fine with that.
You're dying to be a 7.
Yeah.
You just don't want to go.
Unless
12.
I'm playing with my friends and I got to give them my handicap. Then I like being even a 12, 13 some nights.
I hear you. Try being a 24. On to the 3rd inning, a 0-0 game. Red Sox and the Milwaukee Brewers. Both offenses pretty light so far. That's good news for Sonny Gray, who will deliver ball 1 here to Ortiz. Pirates and the Padres are 0-0 there in the 6th inning. The rookie shortstop for the Pirates, Connor Griffin, just reached a huge agreement. 9-year extension for $140 million.
Oh, it's a new thing, isn't it? Get on Seattle got it. Still not even in the big leagues. These big long-term deals. Roman got one. He showed a couple. At least he was up in the big leagues, I think, for about a month or 2.
Yeah. Flair out to left center field. Roman on the move with a hand up. 1 down. Connor Griffin, less than a week after his major league debut, cashing in.
Saw him in spring training. He came down to Fort Myers. In his first 2 at bats, he hit a home run, and it was like they were questioning where he's going to start. At that point, it looked like he should be hitting 3rd for you. Didn't take him long.
Sal Frelick doubled in the 1st inning. They did not score him. The next 3 went in order. He'll indicate a bunt and take a strike. Kid out of Boston College. Number 15 overall pick for Milwaukee in 2021. So Sal signing some autographs for some of the young fans in day 1 of this series who had that Lexington High L on the cap.
Lexington baseball. Well, you know you're going to come in here early in the year. Going to be packed with friends and family.
Gold Glove outfielder. Here comes the 0-2. Into left field. Anthony with another play. Hit right at him. 2 down.
Sonny's looked a lot better here the last couple of starts. Looked more like himself. The only difference is the swing and miss. It still isn't there. He's got a couple of swing and misses here now in 2+ innings. The whiff rate, the K rate, 17% whiff. Last year was 27.5. Not getting a ton of swing and miss. We've got 1 strikeout here today. This guy struck out 200 last year.
Garrett Mitchell whiffed his first time up, and will ball 1. Batting stats presented by your local Honda dealers. This guy's been maybe the most productive hitter so far in the early going for Milwaukee. Sonny Gray had a game last season in June against Cleveland, a 1-hit shutout. He needed only 89 pitches. He struck out 11. Didn't walk anybody. One of those Greg Maddux games. In fact, since 1988, the only pitcher, the only other one to post that kind of sub 90 pitch game was David Cone in 1999. That was a perfect game against Montreal. That's how good he was against the Guardians. The count goes to 3-1 here. Nobody aboard, 2 down. That's a guy I really like listening to do a baseball game, David Cone.
He's the best. Got to play with him 1 year here. That's what I love the most. Guys you get to play with. Guys like Cone, Brett Saberhagen. Same mold.
It'll be ball 4. So he has walked his first man. He didn't walk anybody against the Padres in the Fenway opener. Man on here with 2 down in front of Yelich.
Yelich pinch hit last night. It was a nice play by Durbin going in the left field. Everything he has hit has been to left field. He peppered the green monster. Line drives to left field. Stays inside of it. Doesn't try to do too much.
No, Yelich has seen a lot of Sonny over the years. 36 at bats now. Came in hitting .258 against him with 1 home run. 2-time batting champ. Runner on at first. No score in the 3rd. He checked on a curveball. 2-0. Red Sox heading for St. Louis. Last stop for Sonny Gray. Won 14 games for them last year. 14-8. 4.28 ERA. Base hit. Right behind the heels of Mitchell off into right field. He'll take off for 3rd on the single by Yelich. And Milwaukee with 2 down trying to start something here, 1st and 3rd.
We hate to see that 2-out walk, right? Things can happen, especially where you are in the order. Yelich, really their best hitter right now. Looking like a little 4-seamer in, just kind of. Sonny has that little natural cut in his 4-seam, a little bit of movement on it. Hammers in that hole, trying to get out of this jam early.
Cleanup man Bowers will be next. He's 0 for 1. Hit the ball to the right side his first trip.
These two look a little friendlier than maybe they did in the first night when Contreras was hit and talking a lot. Conversation didn't seem as friendly that night, but they've gotten over it.
As you said during the conversation, it was a lot of tilting of the head.
Yeah, like I don't know about that.
I don't know
if I agree.
Yeah, I don't think I'm going there.
Me neither.
It's like 5 minutes of that. This is a lot friendlier. So 2 on for Bowers as Gray tries to get out of this inning unscathed. And he'll deal ball 1.
17 first pitch strikes in his last outing. 22 hitters. Now it's 5 for 13. Hasn't been able to get strike 1.
One ball and 1 strike here on Bowers. Sonny Gray, former first-round pick out of Vandy. Runner goes. No throw here by Narvaez, and trotting on down to second, Yelich into scoring position. So 2nd and 3rd.
Good jump by Yelich. It's a changeup down. At least he got him 1-2. Get that stolen base, you're ahead of him. Now you can expand.
1-2, swung on and missed. He gets out of it with that sweeper. He struck him out and strands those runners in scoring position. Still a 0-0 game. Cedar Rafael lead things off here in the bottom of the 3rd. Caught a glimpse of the great Red Sox Hall of Famer Jim Lonborg in the house. A lot of celebrities here today.
It's a big day.
Gentleman Jim. What did he drill, like 50 guys in 67? Gentleman Jim. What? He's not afraid to come inside.
He's a good man.
And a Red Sox legend. Cedon 258 with a home run. Saw Cedon bounding through the door today, and big smile on his face. Always seems to have that going. Had his Gold Glove presented to him yesterday, as did Wilyer Abreu behind home plate. One day, it's going to be a Platinum Glove.
Yeah, you'd think.
And as the overall best, maybe should have won it last year. 2-1.
You know, this year right now, you look at Cedon. -4 defensive runs saved, -1 outs above average. And I looked after that ball that he lost in the sun. He lost like 2 or 3 points in DRS because of a sun ball.
3-1 hammered into left field and down for a base hit. Red Sox have their first hit against Rowan today.
So you're a -3 out of the gate because it's a 100% catch probability, but you lost it in the sun. When you're a -3 in D, I hate defensive metrics, by the way. I don't think they tell the story at all.
Yeah.
Eye test. It could take him a month to get that back to 0.
Yeah.
Because he lost the ball in the sun.
Yep. Now you're talking about MLB metrics. You're not talking about what the Red Sox.
I think internal ones, but the ones people look at, fan graphs, whatever it may be.
Kind of Falefa dropping down a bunt. In Milwaukee baseball, the catcher throws offline, and a great play there just to make sure that didn't get by. But the Red Sox dropping down bunts here early.
It's beautiful. He's going to get his first hit of the year here, too. Sometimes you get rewarded by playing the game the right way. We talked about it the other day with the Brewers. This is an absolutely beautiful bunt. He deadens this thing, makes Sanchez go all the way. And again, Renifo's in. He's looking for it. Sometimes it doesn't matter. Put the pressure on the defense.
So Kiner Falefa, his first Red Sox hit. And that'll be the top of the order. And Roman Anthony's 0 for 1. He's tapped to second. Red Sox trying to get on the board. 0-0 game in the third. Roman hitting .227 with 1 home run. Looks at ball 1.
And Roman, just the timing's been off a lot. It's been a ton of swing and miss. Now, even last year, as great as he was, as great as he is, there was a lot of whiff. The strikeout rate was close to 30% or 28%. This year it's been an issue.
Ball 2. Well, you go back to the end of last June. That's 65 games. Since then, he's hitting .312.
No, I mean, just don't get me wrong. I know what he's going to be, but it's his first time he's opened the season in the big leagues. Cold weather, bright lights. First couple weeks are weird.
2-0. So much potential can sometimes be a dangerous word.
Let's face it, too. The offseason, I mean, the pressure. Talk about what he can be come into the year, the expectations. And how good you are can get to you.
And he looks so great in the WBC. It's going to be a catcher challenge.
The catcher is challenging. Call a ball.
On that four-seamer, ABS powered by T-Mobile.
It is a strike. Count is 2-2. Milwaukee has 2 challenges remaining.
Again, I wish we had the little strikeout box. We don't get it. You can maybe see it back home. We don't. They're very cautious.
Yep.
They don't want anything inside the building to affect anything.
That's not just our broadcast. That is all local shows around Major League Baseball. They do not allow us to see that, even though you get it at home. Now, we can get it on a replay, but not on the pitch. Here's the 2-2. Lunging at that, little topper to first base. Bowers will take that. Runners move up. And at the very least, it advances them to second and third with 1 out.
Mentioned that strikeouts, right? It has been an issue. 34% K rate right now for Roman, but you make contact, productive out. We've been talking about it last couple of nights. Nothing else. You move the runners and scoring position, brings the infield in. Up to Andrew to get him in now.
Monasterio took a walk in the first, the former Brewer, with the infield drawn in and 1 away, 2 men ready to score. They fouled it away for strike one. With runners in scoring position in his major league career, Monasterio is hitting .294 with a couple of home runs. The 0-1 well outside.
Well, Shane here for the first 2+. It's a pretty heavy four-seam fastball. The cutter's been a really good pitch for him, getting guys out in front. Predominantly those two. Mixing in a changeup, slider, but not many. There's one right there. Curveball.
Curveball fouled away. Cedar Rafaela at third. Isaiah Kiner-Falefa at second. Sox trying to gain the upper hand in the early innings here, and a beautiful sunny day. Beautiful in the sense that there's not a cloud in the sky, but it is cold. And a 1-2 from the left-hander. And a stop by Sanchez.
So this type of at bat, Monasterio, remember against the Padres, Morejon, tough lefty strikeout guy. He had that at bat, looked like he just refused to strike out. Fighting pitches off, shortens up that stroke, tries to make contact. See a little more of it right here.
2-2 coming. Make contact again. Fastball 92. The batter and the pitcher effectively traded for each other. Six-player trade back in February between the Sox and Milwaukee. And a 2-2. He's worked it full. Contreras on deck, who as of late has been the Red Sox most productive hitter. Here's the payoff pitch from the southpaw. And he walks him, and the bases are loaded. Not a good at bat by Monasterio.
Yeah, especially there. Walked his first at bat. That's a different level. That's twice now he's come up in similar situations where it's just you want to see more rough. Hopefully it trickles right down that lineup, right? Men in scoring position, battle, stay away from that K, put it in play, move the ball forward. Nice walk to get to a hot hitter in Contreras.
Chris Hook, the Milwaukee pitching coach, out to the hill to talk about Contreras. He flied out his first time up, but he has been getting on like crazy. Last night, single in the fourth, walked and scored in the sixth, walked in the eighth inning. Monday night, he was on base 5 times. Of course, he was hit by a pitch in the third, RBI double in the fourth, and had a base hit and hit a solo home run in the ninth.
Good place. Got on base 3+ times the last couple of nights. Only did that once all of last year.
No place to put him. Cedar at third. Kiner-Falefa at second. Monasterio on at first. At the moment, a 0-0 game. He does have 4 career grand slams. Pretty good hitter with the bases loaded lifetime. .291. The first real test for drawing. And a bounder foul for strike one. Always fascinated to see how a guy reacts with the bases loaded. Who's in trouble? Should be the man on the mound.
Yeah, that's what they say. I wasn't that great of a hitter, but they always tell you, listen, he's the one in trouble. I'm like, yeah, well, I'm the one that I need to get a hit here to drive the guys in. Right.
Yeah.
Be patient. Fastball down the middle. You got to be more aggressive. Like, you know.
Right. What do you want me to be? I want you to get a hit. Made him dance there on the cutter downstairs. 2-1. Almost got drilled again. Red Sox with a man at every base in the third inning. Facing a guy making his major league debut, 1 down. And he takes inside. And there's a challenge.
The catcher is challenging the call of ball.
So to ABS we go. And that missed.
The call is confirmed. Milwaukee has one challenge remaining.
So the count goes to 3-1.
Not a bad gamble at all for Gary Sanchez. Big spot right here. 2-2 count. 3-1 really changes it. Especially the young kid in the mound.
Hitters count, and here it comes. 3-2.
Yeah, right back to that cutter.
Throwing just up from AAA Nashville for this start against his former organization. Bases loaded and the 3-2. And inside ball 4, and the Red Sox have the lead. That'll force in Cedar Rafaela. Contreras continues to get it done. That'll be his 5th RBI, and the Red Sox lead at 1-0.
Well, little baby steps offensively, right? Each and every game now, the last 3 or 4 days, you're starting to see some good signs. Patient at the plate. Putting the ball in play. Productive outs. Continues there with Contreras.
And now Abreu 0 for 1. He's popped to short. Well, you're number 2 in the big leagues in total bases with 31 and in extra base hits with 8. And the 1-strike pitch. That'll skip off of Hamilton right to the shortstop. Throw to first. Not in time, and a run scores. Red Sox on to Ricochet. Add another. It is 2-0.
Boy, he hits this ball hard, doesn't he? Right to Hamilton, who tries to pick it. Just couldn't come up with it. Ortiz tried to make this play, but this is the progression of Wilyer Abreu just against the lefty, hitting the ball hard, not going to get him. We'll get another run here on the board, just kind of throwing his glove at it. It's a good at bat here from Abreu too with that lefty on the mound.
RBI single, and now Trevor Story swinging a high twisting fly into right field. Coming on, Frelick coming on, he'll make the catch, tagging up. Here comes the runner, and another one is in. Monasterio will score. 3-0. Red Sox adding on and adding on. Trevor Story with his 7th RBI. Turned out to be deep enough.
Yeah, it's a good call by Kyle Hudson, the third base coach. Monasterio's over there, but this ball's shallow into right field. If Frelick showed under control with momentum, I'm not sure you send him. It's so shallow, but I don't know if he lost this ball in the sun right away. Because the wind, it's not like that's gusting over towards left field, but because of the way he catches this ball, he's got no chance to get Monasterio at home. That's a good send.
2 down, and Caleb Durbin 0 for 1 with a K. First and second. Red Sox up 3-0. And he'll take a strike. So Contreras at second, Abreu on at first. And he'll check, and that'll miss.
Well, I wasn't sure. I wanted to take a peek, but they gave that Abreu a single to Hamilton. Take that, an RBI attached to it.
Two down to 1-1. Red Sox are making this a habit of getting 3 or 4 runs right around this point in the game. It's been a question of hanging on to it, but 3-0 lead in the last half of the third. And 3-1. He's throwing a lot of pitches in this inning.
They fall behind guys, not exactly getting hit hard. Broken bat single, then a bunt hit. Sack fly there. Abreu may have hit the hardest ball.
He's thrown 31 pitches in the inning. The 3-1 Durbin will take ball 4. Another walk. That's his 3rd in the inning. So that'll reload the bases. It's not like the Red Sox are tearing the cover off the ball, but
starting to draw the walks.
They're getting the walks, and he is done for the day.
Something we haven't really seen earlier in the year, especially just seeing the ball a little bit better now. Forcing the pitcher to get over the middle of the plate, and that's going to do it for drawing.
And Grant Anderson coming on to pitch. Narvaez about to become the 9th man to hit in the 3rd inning. Red Sox ahead 3-0. So the left-hander drawing lifted in his major league debut. 63 pitches this inning, all over the place. At 8 3-ball counts. He gives way to Grant Anderson.
Yeah, he just lost control. It wasn't like Red Sox really hit him all over the ballpark, but you're going to see Anderson. You saw him in game 1. He came in and pitched a scoreless 8th. Hold on to that lead.
So Narvaez, with 2 down, has a man at every base. Red Sox, for the 2nd time in the inning, loading him up. Facing a right-hander here. He struck out in his first at bat, 0 for 1.
Anderson, a little 3-quarter delivery, 92, get up to 94. Good sweeper from that arm angle, tough on righties.
And a 1-0. And bends outside. Might surprise you to learn the Red Sox have scored first 8 times this year. That is tied for the most in the American League.
Giving up a few of those, though.
Yes.
That's the problem.
Gave a lot of them back fast. Here comes the 2-0. He'll look at a strike. 91 with the heater. Contreras, Abreu, and Durbin loading them up. Sox really trying to break out here in the 3rd inning. He went for it. 2-2.
It's sort of like that pass the baton approach they talked about with this offense. They're going to hit some home runs, but for the most part, take what the pitcher gives you, draw your walks, move the line, put up a 3 spot.
They lead at 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. Anderson's 2-2. He spoiled it. Two again, and a ground ball at Ortiz on to first base to retire the side. Red Sox get 3 as we move on to the Red Sox get 3. Didn't exactly hammer the ball, but made the walks hurt and wound up with 3 hits in the inning. One of those a bunt single, but support for Sonny Gray as we go to the 4th. Sanchez will lead it off, 0 for 1.
Trying to get that shutdown inning. There's been issues early on in the season for this staff. This has been one of the bigger ones. You get a 3 spot, give me a quick little 0 and get back in there.
Yeah, Red Sox have not been able to do that. Curveball in for strike. Big reason they're sitting at 3 and 8. Back to that last one.
I'm bending out of there.
Sanchez does have 3 home runs. He can still hit it a long way. 1-2.
Behind the plate today. Always had a strong arm. Always a guy that could really throw runners out. The framing and the blocking, one of the reasons why this kind of moved over to that first base DH spot, but
shoots that one into right field, and there's Abreu to make the play. Sanchez 0 for 2. 1 down in the 4th in front of Rengifo. Sox about to take on the Cardinals in St. Louis. Hope you'll join us on Friday at 8:15 for game number 1. Connolly early. An early May matchup. Dustin May, the right-hander, going for the Cardinals. Rangers Suarez on Saturday, Bayo going on Sunday, and then the Red Sox move on to Minnesota which means baseball outdoors. And yes, it is going to be about 35 degrees. Day one is supposed to be really warm there, but then it's going to feel like Minneapolis.
Well, I'm sure you're going to enjoy that.
We're really going to enjoy it without you, Lou.
Did you see they just beat up Schoolville last night, the Twins?
They did. Knocked him around. They got him again today. Got that matchup later on tonight in Minnesota. Lou will not be on the trip coming up to St. Louis and Minnesota. Be taking a bit of a break to recharge for the rest of the season.
Yeah.
Refuel, as it were.
Sure.
2-1. Back to the hill. And Gray lobs it on to get the out. 2 gone. So 2/3 of the way from that shutdown.
You know, this thing, you look at the schedule, I'm sure there's people out there say, oh, St. Louis and Minnesota, you got to clean up. Well, first off, you're 3-8. It's all about you playing better baseball. You have started off, one of the things kind of forget, really, Cincinnati, Houston, San Diego, Milwaukee. It's not the easiest of stretches, but really it's kind of been more about how you've played some baseball early on. But you play good baseball, you can take care of business here and get back to where you need to be.
Brandon Lockridge 1 for 1 with a base hit. It's after that where the schedule really starts to get a lot tougher. The Tigers are coming in, and the Yankees too. We'll get a look at the Yankees pretty early this year. And then Baltimore and Toronto, Houston and Detroit into the month of May. 2 hopper to third. Durbin collects that and gets it over there in time. And Gray needs only 10 pitches. Alley in the third. Kiner Falefa after him dropped down a bunt. And the rest was pretty much ball 4. Bray had a hit. Story drove in a run with a sac fly. Red Sox up 3-0. Just as importantly, Sonny Gray came out with a shutdown inning.
Well, that's big. You know, when you're down like this team has been, you look to your veterans, right? Yesterday it was Crochet. Story had a big hit and a big play in that game. Today, Sonny Gray kind of keep it going.
Zidane hits that one gently up the third baseline, foul. 1-2. Sox in a stretch of 3 consecutive series against the National League. San Diego, Milwaukee, and St. Louis. Scheduled to play 12 interleague games in the first 15 this year. Typically, that's been good news for the Red Sox.
Well, Milwaukee hasn't played a National League team yet.
About that. 2-2.
It's been all interleague for them.
Red Sox all time have won 358, lost 273 in interleague plays. In the past, it's worked very well. Kiner Falefa on deck. And another full count. They'll hit that one toward the alley, but Mitchell on a run leaps up and makes the play. First out in the 4th inning. Isaiah Kiner Falefa dropping down a bunt and scoring a run in the 3rd inning. He's 1 for 1, his first Red Sox hit. Red Sox 3 hits, Milwaukee 3 hits. Roman Anthony on deck.
Maybe we'll see a few more of those this year. Durbin had 5 last year with the Brewers. They had 25 as a team, Milwaukee, last year. Bunt hits. Red Sox had 5.
We swept the Red Sox in May, and Cora was raving about them after that series, about how smart they are, how they play the game. Not a team loaded with stars, but they are a very good team. Well managed, and they know who they are.
Yeah, and they're missing the 2 of them, right? Oh, Terang sitting out again here. 2nd day in a row with that ankle. Churio, the great center fielder. He might miss, what, the first month?
Missing Vaughn 2. Wave and a miss. That sweeper away gets him. 2 down. And Roman next. Quiet day so far for Anthony. He's 0 for 2. A couple of ground ball outs. Trying to bust out of an 0 for 9. His average down to 222. He'll take a ball.
You get back to slowing it down a little bit. The superpower for Roman Anthony, just controlling the strike zone. Just see some pitches, laying off the ones on the edges.
For you long term, where do you want to see him in the lineup?
Man, I think he's a 2-hole hitter. I mean, these days, day and age, you put your 2-hole hitter as the guy. Still think that man's kind of Duran's your leadoff guy.
Snapped in there for a strike with a sinker.
Depends who you have, right? In the 2-hole, maybe he's a 3-hole hitter, but I don't blame him starting him there, given how he ended the end of the year. The on-base percentage.
Change up 2-2.
Cora likes kind of challenging pitchers right away, right? He saw Springer in 17 with the Astros, had put Mookie there right away. Kind of like the thought putting Roman there in that leadoff spot, but I just feel like this offense kind of really gets a lot of energy when Duran's in that leadoff spot swinging the bat.
Hard to argue that. 2-2 coming. 3-2. Seen a lot of those today. A lot of full counts from the Milwaukee staff. Monastero's walked twice. He's on deck. Red Sox up 3-0. Anderson will walk him. Red Sox capitalized on Milwaukee walks last night. Trying to do the same thing today. Already walked 5 times.
Overall in this series, I think that's a huge improvement. That was really point of emphasis. Like, even when we're ahead in counts, let's make sure we're swinging at the right pitches. Look very jumpy, pull happy. Seeing guys hit the ball the other way now, draw their walks.
Well, obviously, Red Sox got off to a horrible start, but a major factor was they were not taking walks, and they win a series today. Certainly going to be ball 4, a big part of it. The willingness to take the walk.
Big factor last night. 3 walks in a row led to the 3 runs they scored.
Anthony off the bag at first, 2 away, and inside at the hands. 1-2. Two down, and a 1-2 will not be made. Throw over, and Anthony diving back in. Baltimore playing at the White Sox today. It's 0-0 in the second inning. The Orioles are 5-6. There goes Anthony. Pitch way outside. The throw now will not get him. Roman Anthony into scoring position. Picked a great one to run on, too.
Oh, boy, you're not kidding. You're just sort of guessing on this sweeper, right? This is kind of like a count. Maybe a little bit of knowledge as far as usage and when he likes to throw it, but you want to go in this sweep. You see Gary having to reach for it. No chance to get up and get Roman. It's #1 of the year.
Can the Sox steal another run? Here comes the 2-2. Look at the Brewers staff last couple of games throwing a lot of pitches. Contreras on deck. Anthony at second. And a 3-2 pitch. Fouled off into the seats. Went right down there.
Oh, that'd be a surprise, huh? If you come and walking into the ballpark with some food.
Yeah.
Just shoots down there.
A full tray, popcorn flying, hot dogs flying. And that's going to be ball 4. Another walk for the Red Sox. That's the 3rd one today for Andre Monasterio. And puts him on at 1st and 2nd.
Really good at bats. Fought off some tough pitches too. Fine 0-2 walk right there.
They've got Ashby warming in their bullpen. Red Sox have run 6 ball 4s today already. Only the 4th inning. And Contreras will try and take advantage. He did in his last at bat with the bases loaded. He took a bases loaded walk. That put the Red Sox in front. They would add 2 more, and they're leading at 3-0. Brendan Miller out there to the hill. Brewers are headed home as the Red Sox are headed for St. Louis. Anderson, not exactly a strike throwing machine. 29 pitches, only 15 in the zone to this point. And Contreras just reaching base time and time again.
11 walks in the year to 11 strikeouts.
Well, another scoring opportunity. 1st and 2nd with 2 gone. Way outside, ball 1. He likes that sweeper, but he's not landing many. Wilson, a 3-time All-Star. And waiting on a 1-0 pitch. And that one looped to the shortstop, caught by Ortiz to retire the side.
Nation.
5th inning, 3-0 Sox here. In the deciding game of this 3-game series. Hamilton will lead things off. 0 for 1 with a fly to left. Was acquired from the Red Sox back in February. Last year batted .198 in 91 games of the Red Sox. Did steal 22 bases. In for a strike.
Sonny with a big 4th inning. Only 10 pitches. 1, 2, 3. Sox put up 3. Gives you that shutdown inning.
0-2 fly ball center field, dead away Rafael, and now backing up and over the shoulder makes the catch. Kind of took off out near that 379 mark. Cedon equal to it, out number 1.
It was a similar time of day when he lost that ball out earlier. We were talking about that got away from him. This time gets a jump on it. It's a beautiful catch. I wasn't sure Hamilton hit the ball this far. I'm not sure if Cedon realized it either, but goes back over the shoulder. See how still that head is. It's impressive.
1 down, Ortiz the hitter. 3 hits for Milwaukee. Red Sox also 3 hits so far. I was wondering the other night watching Joe Adell of the Angels steal 3 home runs in a single game. I was wondering what somebody like Cedon or Wilyer Bray was thinking about that when they saw those highlights.
How much they wanted to do it.
How impressed are they?
Yeah.
Because Torrey Hunter said it was the best defensive game he's ever seen from a big league outfielder. And he was a great outfielder.
He took 3 home runs back. The last one maybe the most impressive going into the stands. I mean, that's unheard of. I don't know what the offensive comparison would be, hitting what, 4 or 5 home runs in a game.
On the infield, Durbin to charge from the grass, and 2 down. Inning 5 is powered by Salem 5 Bank. What's fascinating about that, it was an amazing night for Adell. It was like 4 or 5 years ago he had a season where not once but twice he actually gloved one over the wall. for a home run. I mean, catches he should have made that he knocked over the fence.
Well, we got to live and learn.
Yeah, I guess.
Right? It's called experience.
But it was a magnificent performance, no doubt about it. Frelick has doubled. That's how the game started. He's also flat out to left. On the topic of Gold Gloves, he won a Gold Glove in 2024. 15 defensive runs saved. Did he offer? Yeah, he did. Third base ump Tom Paine says he swung. 1-1.
Well, not a big strikeout day for Sonny Gray, but he is efficient, getting some quick outs, weak contact.
Hard hit, and right there Contreras has played really well at first base, and that will retire the side. Sonny Gray breezing 1-2-3 in the fifth.
Members of the Venezuelan Association of Massachusetts. And I was talking with the Red Sox official guys. They shared how great it was for those guys to feel the community that they have here. And then today, of course, every World Baseball Classic participant was honored on the field pregame, given a photograph to commemorate their run, from the players to the support staff. Everyone who was in a participating nation was honored today pregame, and it was really cool to see.
Yeah, that was a very sweet ceremony. So here's Willier earlier along with everybody else.
From Mexico.
And that great little ceremony honoring their service in the World Baseball Classic. Of course, Venezuela, the champs. He's a Gold Glover. He's hitting .378, and he can dance a bit.
Yeah, sure can.
Oh, yeah, had the moves.
Showing off.
Really enjoyed the WBC.
I should say so. Wasn't the only Red Sox player who can say that. On the day, he's popped up and he has singled in a run for his 9th RBI. Went for that. And that's going to be a swing and a miss, and he's done there. He strikes out. Could not contain himself on the slider, and one gone.
Strikeout there, but with that little breaking ball he couldn't lay off, but he got that hit last at bat off Drowan. He's now 5 for 12 on the year versus left-handed pitching. That was the big question mark, right? Core's like, I think he can do it. 5 for 12 against lefties. Showing him it works.
Aaron Ashby, the lefty, making another appearance in the series. Trevor Story has driven in a run with a sacrifice fly, although it didn't look it at the crack of the bat because it was not deep to right. Frelick, however, battling some of the wind and was able to make the catch, but it was deep enough, as it turned out, for a sacrifice and an RBI, and in for a strike. So 7 runs batted in for Story, trying to drive up that batting average, sitting at 137. 3 games, though, he's driven in 5 runs out of the 5 spot. 1-2. Durbin on deck. Those shadows are beginning to move up now, just behind the umpire at the moment. Right on the heels of Brennan Miller, but just after 3 o'clock, going to be a factor eventually. Here comes the 1-2. And in there to freeze him with a curveball, and strike 3, back-to-back strikeouts. 2 down.
Saw Ashby the other day, a little sinker at 96. Righties see this curveball change up a lot down in the zone. Like Trevor had thoughts, but really not the leverage spot you may want to challenge.
Well, Durbin, after a horrible start for himself, swinging a better bat. He's going to line that one foul. On the day, a strikeout and a walk. Seeing it better, it would appear. He has 4 hits in his last 5 games.
Right there's some teacher going, wait, I thought you weren't feeling good.
maybe a phone call here.
You said you were sick. Get out and enjoy the game. You got a ball too.
No. Worth it, right? Roll to the third baseman, Renhefo. And he'll gun it over. Red Sox with a quiet fifth inning. 1-2-3.
Mentioned with this heavy lefty lineup, probably a lot less sinkers, and that's exactly what it is. It's been the pitch he's thrown the most this year at 26%. Well, not with the lefties. It's been more cutter, curveball, four-seamer first this group. Sweeper getting some swing and miss as well. When you got 6 different pitches, sometimes you pitch to the lineup. It's exactly what Sonny Gray's doing here tonight.
The last time out, he went 6 against San Diego, got the win. And looking to equal that at least today. His pitch count in great shape, 62. You will get 2, 3, and 4 for Milwaukee. Red Sox ahead 3-0. It has not been a hit fest by any means. A total of 6 hits for the two clubs combined. And a swing and a miss by Mitchell, who's fanned and taken ball 4.
8 combined hits last night. Last night was fun. Zarowski, Crochet. I mean, it's a lot more fun when you win. Winning's fun.
But to see those two guys, at the top of their game, Zarowski coming out, striking out the first 5 like he was going to strike out everybody.
I mean, that is just elite electric stuff. I mean, the only thing with him is getting deeper into games. He maxes out 101 first 2 or 3 innings, and that 6th inning just ran out of gas. See if he can be that guy that can get you into the 7th.
0-2. Little tapper foul. Crochet going in the 7th inning on a really cold night. Bearing down, getting some big outs. Huge ground ball to Trevor Story. Sox would hang on to win the game, and they have an opportunity to win their first series of the year today. Long time coming. 2 strikes on Mitchell. Yelich on deck. Sonny's been a high quality guy throughout his career. Began as a first-round pick out of Vanderbilt. As the A's took him in the opening round. Here's the 1-2. He was one of the first guys out of that program, which has really been one of the best college programs.
Yeah.
Developed a lot of good players, a lot of good pitchers. Of course, David Price came out of there as well. He kind of led that charge.
That pitch come on his glove every once in a while. Kind of has a feel what he wants.
2-2, fly ball center field. Cedon again, back to the track, runs it down. First out in the 6th inning.
For the most part, Sonny, works with Narvaez because you just see him agreeing, nodding, shaking. But every once in a while, he has on that glove, just gets ahead of it. No, this is what I want. He calls his own pitches. It's not all the time.
Yelich with a base hit last time, stole 1-2. He's 1 for 2. 2018 National League MVP. Big bounce back year for Yelich last year. 29 home runs, drove in over 100. Coming back from back surgery. A guy later in his career goes under the knife for a back, and you're like, oh boy, is he even going to make it back to what he was? Anything close? Yeah, he did.
You just didn't know. A couple years he had back-to-back or something else.
Couldn't hold up, and it's a strike.
Back-to-back 18-19 at 326 and 329. 36 homers and then 44, all while hitting 326. It's a monster.
That's a strike. 2-2. Good changeup. It's at 390 right now. Sonny, meanwhile, has seen his ERA dip to 2.93 with this performance today. The 2-2, and he'll run it full to Yelich. Red Sox ahead 3-0. This is just his second full count today. walked one man. He won't walk many when he's locked in. The 3-2 coming. And a high fly into left field, driving back Anthony a little. The warning track, feeling for the wall, but he'll make the play. 2 down. Catch every Red Sox moment on NESN 360. You can download the app to stream live games, including home action in 4K. Log in with your NESN Direct account or TV provider and start watching right now. And Jake Bauers climbing in 0 for 2. Nobody aboard. Starts him off with strike 1. And Sonny's been in a good groove here. 2 singles and a double off him today. That's it.
Yeah, the game started off with a double. First hitter of the game. Really quieted him down since. Weiser getting up.
Ray's only thrown 76 pitches. 2-1. Sanchez on deck. Ray trying to make it a 1-2-3. That's a little ground ball to first. He will do that. And continues to mold him down. That's 3 consecutive innings. 1-2-3. Not a cloud in the sky today. Very chilly. 3-0 Boston. Another pitcher coming on. Jake Woodford to make an appearance from Milwaukee.
Saw him last night, just a third of an inning. Remember, he was up when Trevor Story came to the plate. They changed pitchers and they brought in DL Hall, the lefty, to face Story,
which was odd.
It backfired.
Murphy working through his bullpen. This will be the 3rd man out of the pen. Bottom 3rd of the order, Narvaez, Rafaela, and Connor Falefa. Carlos 0 for 2. Got off to a quick start. He's down to 250. Milwaukee had Shane Drawn, the young left-hander, make his major league debut today. Ground ball, a backhander by Woodford. 1 down.
He just lost control to Drawn. 63 pitches. He only threw 28 strikes. 44%. That's problem number 1. Right. And he really lost it there in that 3rd.
Yeah, walked 4 men in 3 of them there in that 3rd inning. 1 with the bases loaded. Red Sox got all 3 off him. And here's Rafaela, 1 for 2. He started that rally with a base hit and scored a run.
He's looked a lot better here in the last this homestand as well. So first rough, it's 1-0 count. That's a plus. Lined out to right, getting his hits. Drew his walk yesterday.
In there for a strike with a cutter. And a 1-1 from Woodford. Not tempting enough. He did not offer. Sox hitting the road for 6 between St. Louis and Minnesota. We'll be back against Detroit on the 17th. Tigers and the Yankees. Red Sox didn't play the Yankees until June last year. That was a joke. Yankees now 8-2. 3-1 pitch. And another walk. The walking Sox here the last couple of games.
Second one of the year. It's nice. College baseball returns to Fenway Park Saturday at 2. Boston College going to take on Virginia Tech in the annual ALS awareness game, honoring the legacy of Pete Frates. You can enjoy a great matchup, support the fight against ALS with ticket proceeds benefiting the Pete Frates Foundation. Get your tickets now at redsox.com/ALS game.
Red Sox have been walked 7 times. Kind of Falefa bunted for a hit. His first at bat, he's 1 for 2. Cedon with good speed. Mon with 1 out. High fly ball into left field. Lockridge underneath, coming in a bit. 2 down. Top of the order, and Roman next. Search of his first hit in today's game. 0 for 2. He has walked and stolen a base. Seems like everybody's walked today. Yeah, Masataka Yoshida wearing that helmet in the dugout.
Get Monasterio on deck. Getting that bat, try to put this game away a little bit, maybe. If he can get on.
In for strike 1 with a fastball, 92.
It's one thing you have too, right? Whether it's IKF, Monasterio, you got Meyer on the bench today, Durbin the other day. Like, you could pinch hit and know you're going to still put defense out in the field, because that's the most important thing when you're up 3-0 too.
Now Roman Anthony could really use a hit. He's sitting at 222 as he'll take a ball outside. Red Sox got all 3 in the 3rd. They have 3 hits. Milwaukee has 3 hits. 2 down. Runner holding. Driven into center field. On the run, Mitchell. Sinking liner. He'll make the play. Tumbles and he hangs on. That will retire the side. 1 man left. Ace ticket with the best seats at the lowest prices. He is at 78 pitches.
This was after the game. Now Alex Cora reaches and shakes the starter's hand when he takes him out of the game. Looks to be a little bit of a conversation. Bailey looks at Cora. It's like, okay, you want to go back out? You're going back out. It's only 78 pitches.
Walk out.
They had Weissert up last inning. He talked himself getting back into this game, stay in it.
Samaniego also out there, just promoted. Will be making his debut, his big league debut. I was odd he had activity out there, though. I mean, at that point, as you said, 78 pitches. And Sonny Gray wanted none of it. Facing Sanchez here, who has grounded back to the mound and lined out to right. The count goes 3-0. He's only walked 1 man. That was Mitchell in the 3rd. He's set down 10 in a row.
Yeah, well, this is also where, like, you know, early in the year, you got a veteran building that relationship, manager, pitching coach, new guy in the mound.
Trying to get back in this count, and the strike.
He's a veteran. Well, it's a low pitch count. 6 innings. You know, pat him on the butt, tell him he did a good job, but now it's like, okay, you want to go back out there? I'll trust you.
That's a strike. 3-2. Sanchez trying to work a walk. Rengifo and then Lockridge after him. Between the 3 of them, they have 1 hit today. So he's gone from 3-0 to 3-2, and now the full count pitch, and going to be ball 4. So he walks Sanchez, a leadoff walk in front of Rengifo. He was twice grounded back to the pitcher. We are into the 7th in the rubber game of the series, and Sonny Gray delivers a swing and a miss, and strike 1 on Rengifo. Milwaukee with 3 hits, 1 for extra bases. That was the first hitter of the day. Sal Frelick doubling down the right field line.
So Sonny, after that leadoff walk here, not happy. He's not a guy that walks many people. Last year, just been elite in that category throughout his career.
It's 38 all last year, fouled away at the plate.
93rd percentile on walk rate. You know, and you just talk to your manager into send you back out there, and you walk the first guy, right? So it's sort of even more so. Get a ground ball here.
Well,
200 strikeouts will get that number way up there. Low walk rate.
Man at first, and left that one low. 2-2. Well, Red Sox with a bullpen that's ready.
His last outing was 6 innings. He won 87 pitches. Now here, about to be his 89th.
2-2 fouled off. Heard him grunting on that one, that sweeper. And Rengifo just getting a piece of it. 2 balls, 2 strikes, nobody out, 1 aboard for Milwaukee. Brewers a very tough out. Pitch number 90 here from the veteran. Ground ball to first. Contreras up and gunning, got it out there, back to first, and safe. Rengifo beats the wrap. Eduardo Sanchez at second, 1 gone. And here comes Alex Cora. So the manager heading to the hill. And Sonny Gray leaving behind a base runner, pitching into the 7th inning, gets an out. Another really fine outing from Sonny. That's 2 in a row now.
Yeah, really in control here. I mentioned maybe the strikeout, swing and miss. Maybe not what he's accustomed to the last couple of years, but still very efficient. Got some weak contact early. A lot of lefties in this lineup. So Contreras very busy. A lot of rollover ground balls. That's just pitching.
It'll be Weissert coming in. And a nice hand for the 36-year-old Sonny Gray, who's on top 3-0 as he walks to the dugout. Local call to the bullpen. Weissert coming on. He inherits a runner at first base. Brandon Lockridge, the batter. He's gone 1 for 2 with a single. Whereas the home run ball has been a big problem for Weissert. He's allowed 3 of them in his 5 outings. Don't need that today.
Oh, 5 hits, 3 home runs, 6th appearance here. Does have 8 strikeouts to go with those 2 walks.
Runner takes off, and it's fouled away. Rengifo in motion. Only runs in the game came in the bottom of the 3rd. Red Sox were very patient. Took 3 walks in that inning. Also had 3 hits, one of those a bunt single. 67%, that's not great by any means for Rengifo. He's not running. Sweeper, and he put him away. He struck him out. 2 down.
Nice job by Weissert coming in here, just kind of getting ahead, throwing strikes, getting to 2 strikes, then really expand with this sweeper. Good job holding it too. Kind of held that runner Rengifo at first.
That'll send up David Hamilton, who's gone 0 for 2. Those shadows have moved around home plate. And outside, ball 1.
I'd say the biggest problem is when those shadows get to the edge of the grass. That's kind of like that last, kind of lose the ball late. Right now, not so bad, but.
Two down and a 1-0. I think there's about a 20-degree difference between the batter's box and right out in front of the plate.
Yeah.
Right now.
I mean, it looks like another beautiful day, just the sun's not working.
It does. It's awfully deceiving. Like last night, if you're just watching it and you're not in the ballpark, it looked terrific. Looked like a June night. Not so much. Ground ball. Monasterio will throw on balance, safe at first. Of course, that's Hamilton running. He gets up the line, and that'll put runners at first and second. As he comes up with an infield hit.
It's going to be a tough play for Monasterio. Did everything he could. You got Durbin over at third base. You see, he's safe easy. He's at third base. He's got to respect the bunt. We've seen it from David Hamilton. So he's kind of in on that grass. Doesn't have the angle to get to this ball. Does a nice job getting rid of it. Just speed beats it out.
So 2 on and 2 out. That brings the tying run to the plate. Joey Ortiz, who's gone over 2, he's fly down and grounded out. He has not hit a home run. Weissert getting the number 9 hitter. And his first one to Ortiz. In there for strike 1. Weissert trying to get out of this inning without a run. Misses away with a 4-seamer, 1-1.
Hey, let's leave it right where it is. Put up a 0 for Sonny Gray. Remember his first start, 6 innings, 2 runs. He gave up those 2 runs because of that sun ball. Really unlucky. Pitched better than that.
Weissert home with a 1-1. Boy, that sweeper's moving. 1-2. Will he throw that again right here? Rengifo at second and Hamilton at first. In the top half of the 7th. And Weissert's 1-2 pitch. 2-2.
Tried to paint with that sinker down and in. It's one of those, if I hit my spot, maybe I can get a call third strike. If I miss it, at least I'm down and in. I can set up this sweeper away.
That's going to be a timer violation. When he went to make the move towards second, that violated the timer. So that will be a ball. And push it to 3-2.
2-2 pitch would have been a nice little sweeper count. Do you do it here? 3-2. Guy's going to be running.
So a full count on Ortiz. Runners can take off with 2 down. And a payout pitch. Runners go. And that is going to be a challenge on ball 4. So the Red Sox and Narvaez will challenge that last pitch, which was ball 4.
It's the right spot to do it.
And that's going to be a strike. He struck him out. Red Sox win that one on the ABS. 3-0 Boston. You can learn more at bidmc.org. Dave O'Brien, Lou Merlone with you. Red Sox ahead 3-0. And hitting in the bottom of the 7th inning. Andrew Monasterio has walked 3 times today. He's never walked 4 times in a game.
We could have history.
Could be. It could be. Right now hitting 125. Chops that one foul. So ABS going the Red Sox way in a key situation.
It's a big spot. It's the right spot to do it. 3-2, first and second. 7th inning. Of course, it worked out well.
Red Sox have their 2 remaining. Shot to right field. Frelick there. He grabs that for number 1. And Contreras will be next. Red Sox got another excellent start out of Sonny Gray as he tries to go to 2-0 in the year. Pitching into the 7th inning, 90 pitches. Weissert gets a big K. Milwaukee has out-hit the Sox 4-3. And if the The Red Sox lead it by 3. Swung on and missed. Home run cut by Contreras, who's gone 0 for 2, but he's also walked with the bases loaded.
That glove, the backswing.
That's Sanchez back there. Line drive and a base hit. Boy, on base 2 more times in this one. It's been an on base machine on this homestand.
Yeah, Wilson was one of the hitters you had in the WBC that played in the first 2 out of 3 games, but when they got to that final round, last few rounds, he didn't really play at all. So he kind of came back from camp trying to find his rhythm. That first road trip, saw a lot of broken bats. Timing was off a little bit. This homestand, he's starting to find it now.
Abreu 1 for 3 with a single. But it drove in a run in the 3rd inning. It was a line drive that ate up Hamilton. His 9th run batted in this season. He's hitting .370. Fouled away for a strike on a changeup. 0-2. Dodgers and Toronto playing again at Rogers Center. No score in the 2nd inning. LA so far has dominated that World Series rematch. That's going to get through for a base hit into left. Contreras up to second, stopping there. Another hit for Wilyer Abreu. He's 2 for 4. So Red Sox trying to add on here in the 7th inning. Couple of base runners with 1 away. Found the hole, and here comes Trevor Story. 0 for 2, but with an RBI and a sac fly today.
See Chapman getting up here in case maybe the score stays where it is. We're at the top of the order. Frelick, Mitchell, Yelich. You spread this thing out, maybe go to the young kid for his debut. Trevor looking to get 2 RBIs for the 3rd game in a row here with a knock.
Liking that 5 spot. He's a DH today. To 7 runs batted in. In there for strike 1, 94 miles an hour. So Contreras at second, Abreu on at first. Woodford's pitch and a base hit into left center field. Here comes Contreras. He is in to score. Throw to third. Abreu diving. He's safe. Red Sox grab another run. Trevor Story another RBI. His 2nd of the game. Boy, has he come to life. It is 4-0. That is 3 consecutive hits for Boston.
It's good to see Trevor going. When he saw it last year, and we kind of saw it early in the year when he was really struggling at the plate. It's tough to get this offense going. Now 6 RBIs in the last 3 games. Just so happened the offense is looking a little bit better. He's been a part of it. And good job by Abreu. Good aggressive base running. Seeing that ball's taking the left fielder towards center. It's going to be a tough throw for Lockridge. He gets on third base with 1 out.
San Diego all by himself now as he works in the bullpen. Tyler just recalled. It would be his major league debut. He'd be the 2nd guy to do it today. Shane Drolan, who started the game for Milwaukee, also his big league debut. And here's Durbin. Red Sox trying to add on some more. 4-0. Attempting to make it 4 consecutive hits. So Abreu on at third. Story on at first. Fouled at home plate. 4 runs on 6 hits for Boston. Nothing across on 4 hits for Milwaukee. Masataka looking on with a bat and a helmet. One man away. And those shadows now pushing out in front of home plate. Don't seem to be bothering the Red Sox. Ground ball right side. Hamilton going for the tag play and then on to first and in time.
Gotta stop, get that run across.
Will the Red Sox challenge? They will on the play at first on a double play to end the inning, but we shall see.
We saw this last night. I actually thought Hamilton was going to flip this ball to second base, but he goes a long way to try to tag Trevor. And he's going to be safe.
Wow.
Boston is challenging the out call, first base.
Abreu coming home on this.
I think he's going to be safe here, but the minute that infielder tries to tag you, if nothing else, the last minute, even drop to the ground. Right now, you force him to change the footwork. He's got to bend over. He's got to come up and make that throw. But if you stop, he's going to be safe anyways.
Well, the crowd is seeing it up on the big board.
Well, especially in that situation, right? Because you got to get that run across.
And Milwaukee's already gone back out to play defense, as the Red Sox are about to tack on another. Nothing official yet.
After review, the call in the field is overturned. The runner is safe. Boston will retain its challenge.
Diego about to make his major league debut. The left-hander acquired from the Pirates in a 5-player deal in December.
Yeah, 27-year-old lefty. He's already made a few appearances down in Worcester, but he was really impressive in camp. Those were his first innings in AAA.
And Frelick will take a strike. He's gone 1 for 3 with a double. We're on to the 8th inning.
AA last year with Pittsburgh. Came over in the Oviedo trade. Had a really nice year. He's had some injuries. Missed all of 2024. Internal brace surgery.
0-2.
Fastball, sinker, cutter, good change up there with a little sweeper to go with it.
San Diego out of Huntsville, Alabama. 6'4", about 220. Getting the top of the order here for the Brewers, and the 0-2. And put him away, struck him out. 3 pitches, and he fans the first man he takes on in the big leagues.
Just sort of frozen. Looked like a sinker there. They mentioned in camp it was 4 appearances, 5 1/3. Only gave up 1 hit. Didn't give up a run. And this is just a sinker with good movement back over the plate. Actually got in the middle. Just froze him.
1 down in the 8th brings up Garrett Mitchell, who's 0 for 2 with a walk. Another lefty. 5 runs, 6 hits for the Red Sox, no errors. For Milwaukee, no runs, 4 hits, and no errors. Milwaukee came into town tied for the best record in Major League Baseball, and terrific last year. 197, won their division, postseason play again. Red Sox closing in on taking the series head to head. And the 2-1. 3-1. Sonny Gray pitching into the 7th. Really strong again. 3-1. And down low for ball 4. Mitchell drawing his second walk. Let's toss it to Jemai.
Well, OB, big moment, big league debut for Tyler Samaniego. Got the word this morning and made the mad dash here from Worcester. His mom, his brother, his girlfriend weren't able to make it because the flights, given the late notice, they hope to make the road trip, he says. On Tyler's mind here today, though, is dad Rick, who died at the end of the 2022 season. Says Rick was the one that introduced him to this beautiful game. Has RIP Pops on his glove, as we just showed you. Said he can feel him every time he's out there. Asked what he thinks his dad would have said about his call-up. Tyler said probably something I can't say in a microphone, but he'd be fired up, sitting behind the dugout with a beer in hand.
Very nice.
Sounds familiar.
Yeah, you know that feeling. At Fenway Park doesn't get any sweeter than that. Mitchell aboard at first with one down. Samaniego with a 2-0. Drops in a strike. Yelich with a base hit in the third. He's hitting .381. 1 for 3 and a steal today. Three balls and one strike. No activity in the bullpen presently for the Red Sox. Aroldis Chapman was up a little earlier. Here's the 3-1. Taken all the way and a full count. Watson just getting up now. Three 2 to Yelich. Fouled away. They'll do it again.
Well, you got Bowers on deck, so you're going to the lefty to get loose before you get to Sanchez. Remember, if you missed it, Justin Slayton was put on the IL. A little oblique tightness. Brought Samaniego up here. Of course, that hopefully it'll just be the 15 days.
Bowers being called back. Swung on and missed. He struck him out. His second big league K. Good one there, and Yelich. And Matos has come to the on-deck circle. He's about to hit.
He's good sink on this fastball. See him get all the way back into that count against a guy that is hot right now. You mentioned it. Yelich is swinging it. Down 3-1, came all the way back.
Andrew Bailey out with the scout on Matos, who's 1 for 8 on the season. He will hit for Bowers. They'll get a right-hand hitter up there. Red Sox with 3 runs in the third, 2 more in the 7th. Once again, Trevor Story in the middle of it. 2 RBIs for Trevor today. And that gives him 6 in the last 3 games. So he appears to be finding his stroke. As the Red Sox try and win the series against Milwaukee. And the first one across for a strike on Matos.
Well, the Brewers play the game the right way, but they just don't look the same without Terang in this lineup, Churio in this lineup.
A fan making a play upstairs.
Sit through the cold, right?
Yeah, you earned that.
Looking at his hand, I bet that hurt.
Not giving it away, though. The fact that it probably stung, it's outside. James Taylor here. Jim Lonborg here today. One, 2. Swing and a miss. Put him away 94 miles an hour. He strikes out 3 in his major league debut. Milwaukee, Lou Merlone, Dave O'Brien, Jemai Webster. Then defensively, a couple of changes here for the Brewers. Matos staying in the game, play left. Lockridge moving from left over to first. And the Red Sox looking pretty cozy at the moment. Woodford stays on to pitch. Cedar Rafaela 1 for 2 with a single. Looking at ball 1. Red Sox 6 hits, Milwaukee only 4. Sox pitching obviously has been really good for a second consecutive game. And it was Sonny Gray today. Sonny 2 for his last 2 on the hill. And through 90 pitches. Here comes the 1-0 from Woodruff. And a ground ball, base hit into right field.
Yep.
So Cedar with his second knock on base 3 times.
Yeah, I like it. Hitting the ball the other way too. Beautiful thing. Looks better at the plate right now. How about this debut? Samaniego coming in. There was a walk in between. First hitter he faced is striking out looking at a good sinker. Yelich swings over the top of it, then a heater up, four-seamer. Punched out 3 guys in his first inning.
Strong play of the game presented by your New England Chevy dealers. Together, let's drive. Here's Kiner Falefa. And a strike. He was part of that uprising in the 3rd inning with a bunt hit. It was the Red Sox bunting for a hit. It's also struck out and fly to left. Runner goes and fouled away. Cedon got an excellent jump. He had that one stolen, but a foul ball.
I don't know if that was straight up steal. Kind of looked like it the way he went in. Didn't really peek. Probably if it was a hit and run, you're probably peeking to see where this ball is, but never looks in. That's a straight steal.
So 0-2. And a pop-up. First baseman now Lockridge fighting the sun, coming back, and it falls in. They're going to get a play at second on the force. That'll retire Cedon. 1 down. There's your high sky today. First time it's really been a problem.
Yeah, especially late in the game here at Fenway Park. That first baseman kind of looking into it. You know it's tough right field the later it goes too. But this one here, you don't really need to panic. You can just take your time. Cedon's not going anywhere.
Watson still working in the Red Sox pen. Here's Roman Anthony, hitless today, 0 for 3 with a walk. And Woodford with the 1-0. He checked. Roman's due to hit one about 450. Did have a home run in Houston, but it didn't mean a whole lot as the Red Sox would fall there. It was very late in the game. Good eyes, he takes that, and it's 3-0.
Good patience there. He usually does just start with a couple of walks, right? Seeing the baseball better and going after the ones you should.
And that's going to be ball 4. Time now for our game summary presented by Sullivan Tire, the official tire and auto service of the Boston Red Sox. Sonny Gray, really the big story today. 6 1/3, just 3 hits. Trevor Story, 2 more runs batted in. He has taken that 5 spot. Red Sox ahead 5-0. Red Sox have drawn 8 walks in the game. Monasterio with 3 of them. He's also lined out to right, so he's had a good day at the place. Never walked 4 times in a major league game. Torches that one down the line, but he pulled it too much. And a noisy strike. 1-1. The attendance today 28,660 at Fenway. And a fly ball to right, shallow. Hamilton out, Frelick in. Frelick still coming. He's got it. Runners do get back. 2 down. And Contreras will climb it again.
A long way for this one. We've seen Brady make a few of these. These are not easy. Frelick does a nice job staying with it. Especially battling that sun.
Contreras aboard twice. with a base hit. He's also taken a bases loaded walk. And he swings and misses for a strike. Among those in the crowd today, huge Red Sox fan, Joe Scarborough. Loves your Red Sox. Here comes the 0-1 with 2 down. And a strike. Woodford throwing a lot of pitches too. Out of the bullpen, 40 pitches. 2-1 and 2 out. 5-0 Boston in the 8th. And a wave and a miss to strike him out. Red Sox up by 5 as we go to the 9th at Fenway. Now the Red Sox trying to lock this one up ahead 5-0 as we go to the 9th. And Ryan Watson out of the pen, looking for those last 3. Taking on Sanchez, who's 0 for 2 with a walk.
See Watson making his 5th appearance. Got those 6 walks. I gotta get in that zone.
1-0 pitch hammered foul. Always great to see our dear friend Gabriel Cotton in the booth yesterday. Talk about huge Red Sox fans. Would like our job one day if he's not going to be a ball player.
Must be a ball player first. Well, if you can hold on here, you can win your first series of the year against a good ball club.
Nice way to head to St. Louis too if that should happen. Popped up on the infield. Kiner Falefa calls for it, and 1 down.
Make it 2 in a row. And if you win, on Friday, we call that a winning streak, Colby.
Man, I'm gonna have to get my head around it. Nice feeling that would be.
Well, you're gonna win series. That's how you kind of crawl out of this thing. And the series, I think, a lot better. See, game 1, you had a shot of winning that ball game as well.
Rengifo 0 for 3, and we'll look at a strike. Red Sox able to churn out enough runs last night behind Garrett Crochet, and enough today to this point certainly behind Sonny Gray. And wasn't that the point to building the rotation the Red Sox thought they had? They're going to rely on that as a backbone of the team. They've been able to do it the last couple of games. Here comes the 0-2. A ball and 2 strikes on Rengifo.
Well, coming into this series, you talked about Milwaukee, how they pretty much they're hitting about 354 with runners in scoring position. 4 for 30. 4 for 18 in game 1. Too many at bats, 18 at bats with guys in scoring position, but 4 for 30 last couple of nights. You bear down in scoring position, 0 for 12 combined.
2-2, 1 down. Base is clean. Fouled away. Well, no baseball tomorrow. It's an off day in St. Louis for the Red Sox, but Connolly early has the ball on Friday night at 8:15. Game 1 there. Cardinals have played a little better than people expected to this point. Now it's on to Minnesota. Ranger Suarez to pitch on Saturday night. Sunday afternoon is Brian Bale. 3-2, hammer to the right side. Kiner Falefa, a little bobble up with it, and in time to get him. 2 down in the 9th inning. Pitching probables coming up.
Yeah, Conley's been throwing the ball well. His last outing a little erratic. I think the cold weather really got to him. He didn't go very deep in that game, but it's the next 2 guys, right? Suarez and Bale over the weekend. 3rd time through the order. Need both those guys to settle down a little bit, give you some depth and quality.
Lockridge is 1 for 3 with a single, and he'll take a strike. Nobody aboard and 2 down in the top of the 9th inning. And a high fly ball to center. That should wrap it up. Cedar Rafaela in. He makes the play, and the Red Sox have won it. And they have taken their first series of the season as they knock off Milwaukee by a final score of 5-0. More good starting pitching, this time on a sunny Gray today.
Well, it was a struggle early on, there's no question about it, but you end this little homestand on a good note, winning a couple games in your first series of the year, and it's all you can really do. Can't worry about the past. You worry about this weekend and go into St. Louis and try to win another series. Offense did enough. Pitching was really good the last couple nights.
Well, we'll see in about a week.
You got it. Good luck.
Thanks, buddy. This Red Sox win presented by Morgan & Morgan, America's largest injury law firm. And stay tuned. WB Mason, Extra Innings Live, TC and Jim break.